Hey everybody, it's Drew at Large Badger Media. Got a Phyrexia All Will Be One box today. Haven't opened one of these in a while. These haven't been, big on the channels or anything. We've already moved past this, right? This is a few months old, so it's old news. So I bought this, when it was all big and brand new and all that stuff, and just didn't open it. The value kind of crashed all, and everybody was freaking out, and panic was in the air and all that kind of stuff, right? I guess. So I kind of sat on it and did other stuff, and there's been so many box sets, I guess, sets that have come out so quickly and all that kind of stuff that I just didn't get around to it. But today's the day, as I've poked a hole in it, and one of these days I'll get the rest of this off. There we go. So there's still a lot of good cards in this set. I mean, not that the cards ever went bad or anything, but there's still a lot of cards that hold some pretty decent value in this. We've had the oil, the complete gift boxes, which were a whole thing with the oil cards and all that kind of stuff. And I've done a couple openings on those. You can see those on my channel if you want. Go back and look at some of those older videos when those were a thing. I opened a couple of those boxes. And I speculated on one. Actually, was able to sell one at the height of the hype, and ended up getting trading for some cards for some of those oil boxes that I'd been looking for. And at the time, I was like, wow, this really came out good for me. And then the cards crashed, and then of course some of the cards I traded for were some cards that have since been reprinted in some of the recent sets, some of these master sets and stuff that have come out, and so the price of it has dropped again. So I guess everything in the end, it kind of comes out in the wash, right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these. So here's these collector packs, 12 nice collector packs. Back in that sort of thing before, we got these master sets with, like 4 packs, that sort of thing. Although the Commander master sets did end up doing really well and had some really good cards in it, I was very skeptical of it. I still only opened 3 set packs is all I bought, but I was actually fairly happy with what I bought. I can't complain at all. And I think these are all Japanese printed, so all the good stuff may be here on top. So without further ado, let's get going. Yep, there we go. So we have a Seachrome Coast. This is our big money card here. We have Malira, the Living Cure. And then here is our fancy schmancy Phyrexian card. In this case, just a common to start off with. To see the Sawblade Scamp, followed up by his brother, the Sawblade Scamp, and a Sinew Dancer. Before we get into our Commander Mythic, and I'll get stuff adjusted the way I want here eventually. Okay, and then the Arabrask Forge for that, and our CE and our pack foil. I don't know what I was going to say. The Unctus Grand Meditect, and then some of these cool Phyrexian lands, and then just some commons and uncommons. And I don't know if there's any commons or uncommons in this set that really hold any particular value. I don't remember, to be honest. It's because it's been a while since I opened one of these. So what about you? When's the last time you opened one out of this set? Leave me a comment, let me know. Yeah, and are you still playing these? I mean, there was definitely some, good decks. We got, Toxin and Poison back with some of these, and so I definitely had expanded on some Poison decks, Infect decks, I guess, that I was already playing at the time. Much to the chagrin of some people I play. So here we go. And we got a Miglaws for our showcase, our big money rare there, followed up by Koth. And then, wow, there you go. There's you a hit. We got Mondrak in the Phyrexian foil. That is very nice. It's very nice. Okay, and then the Necrogen Rot Priest, the Mirror Convert, and then the Commander Mythic again. I got a Glissa's Retriever, a Phyrexian Arena, which is these are actually in the bundle too, in the Phyrexian language, which is pretty cool. And then our last is the pack foil Jorkadine. And then the Fancy Swamp full art foil, as opposed to the Phyrexia ones. So that was an excellent pack. I'm very pleased with that. I'm sure with all these, but having that that Mondrak right there, that Mondrak is like pretty amazing. That was a good pull. That was a good pull. Very pleased with that. If I can get this pack open, we will get into the next thing. Alright, have I pulled it like a rebel every single time? That's crazy. Alright, here's a big money card. Except where it's not. And up, we have a Conduit of Worlds. We have the Archfiend of Dross. Then we have the Bone Picker Scourge and our Phyrexian foil. Followed by a Sawblade Scamp. Followed by a Furnace Punisher. Before we get into our next ones, are rare. We have the Volshock Factory from the Commanders. And then the Monument Facade. And in our pack is the Mercurial Spell Dancer. Got a Plains. A couple uncommons and some commons. Sure. Alright, here we go. Pack 4. So far I'm pretty happy with this. Like I said, I've been sitting on this for a while. I really thought about opening this on my 50th video. And I didn't. I just kind of waited. Well, here's one. Finally, something that's not a rebel. So here we go. We're going to get a rare Red Sun's Twilight. Alright, not a bad pull. Then Unctus again in the Borderless. And then we have the Urabrask Anointer in our Phyrexian foil. And the Punisher. Well, not Frank, but, you know, that Punisher. Alright, and then we have Norn's Choirmaster. And the Commander, it's like rare there. Conduit of Worlds again, and the Seed Core. Kind of finish that out. There's our fancy lands. A couple uncommons and some commons and stuff. So, you know, I was thinking about this deck and how, you know, some of the other ones that came out, I think right before this one, in Dominaria United, you know, you have Shieldred, and how some of these work pretty well, and then with all the tokens and that sort of thing. There's the Mycosynth Garden. That's actually a good pull. And this is in our money slot there, followed up by Venser in the Borderless. And then we have Glissa, this time in the Phyrexian foil. So these are so shiny. If you've never opened one of these, like, you should really go and at least get you like one pack of the collectors just to experience the shininess of those. That Phyrexian foiling is pretty amazing. However you feel about this set. All right, and then the Soulless Jailer for our last one here. I'm just gonna pop that down there. Got a land, some uncommons, and some commons. So yeah, if you've never opened one of these collector ones, I mean, just that Phyrexian foiling is really amazing. It is really stunning to kind of look at and experience. Oh, good, we're back to the Rebel. Okay, we have the Sky Hunter Strike Force, followed by, speaking of Shieldred, there's Shieldred right there. So there she is in the throwback Dominaria. It's funny, I called her name and we summoned her up. And here we go in the Phyrexian foil. We have the Furnace Punisher again, the Bone Picker, the Sawblade Scamp, and we have the Wormquake in our Commander rare there. The Skrill's Hive, that's a good one. And then Merrick's for our... You're in the wrong place there, bro. You need to be over there. Pack foil. I can finish a thought if I practice. They're just some commons there. Nothing too exciting to look at. So the Wilds of Eldraine, I think the pre-release starts next week. Next Friday is the 1st. And so if you haven't pre-ordered that, it looks like that's going to be the next biggest thing, right? As opposed to the last biggest thing. So pretty exciting. I think everybody's ready to kind of get back to a regular set for a little while, just let our wallets recover a little bit before the next big thing, right? So here we have Kethek in the money slot, and we have Malcator, and then in our Phyrexian we have the Quick Silver Fisher, the Ambassador, and the Sinew Dancer. Before we get to a rare and the Glistening Sphere, the Green Sun's Twilight. So we got the green and the red now. And we got, well, it's open gel. Well, that's pretty nice. Have one of these in the oil. That's just the pack mythic right there with the Full Art Island. Couple uncommons and some commons. So we're over halfway. We're making good progress here. Have about, I think, 4 or 5 packs left. So far, pretty good. I don't know if we'll make, you know, just because of the way prices change, we'll make, wow. Got the Vornclex in the money slot. Really nice. Nice. And then we have Kaya, the Planeswalker. Alright, we got Blightbelly, which is an uncommon in the Phyrexian foiling. And then we have Urtet and the Commander. We have the Zenith Chronicler, which is a construct. And I had a buddy who had a pretty nasty construct commander deck that he was playing. So it is a thing. And there's the Wellspring in the pack foil, a forest, some uncommons and some commons. Alright, down to 3 packs here. So far we pulled a Shelly, and we pulled a Vornclex, and we pulled a Mondrak. I've not pulled an Elish Norn yet, but I would definitely take one. But that Mondrak in the Phyrexian foil is pretty amazing. Well, there's the Masticore. And there's a Vika. So we have the Bladed Ambassador in the Phyrexian foil. So nothing too exciting over there. And then we have the Clever Concealment. White Sun's Twilight. So now we're up to 3. And then Tyvar in the pack foil. So 3 of the Twilights. We have red, green, and now white. So we might be able, we still got a couple packs left, so we can still pull those last ones. See if we can pull a Mom. I've actually been pretty decent at pulling Mom. I have a few of those, weirdly enough. Okay, Orhari, the Sun's Glory. Sopendrel again, so there's a second mythic in this pack. Not one in this slot, in the Phyrexian slot. And it looks like we're going to get a mythic. Wow. Sorry, a rare here in the Commander slot. Blue Sun's Twilight. So there's 4 of them. And then the pack foil, the Vindictive Biatch, whatever it is over there. A couple of those. We got some uncommons. Alright, here we go. Down to the last couple. Slide this over and slide this up just to make a little room. Let's get some cards here. There we go. Another Rebel. Skrull's Hive again in the money slot this time. There's a Thicket. This is our second little land that we got here. There we go, about Slow Bad in the Phyrexian foil. So not the most exciting one to be in there. I would much rather have a Shield. Yeah, well, a Shieldred would be okay too. Well, where am I going with you, buddy? A Mom in there, an Elish Norn, but we'll take it. So there we go. Then our next one is Confirming Grafter. Rare there from the Commander slot. And then we have the Jailer again and Kethek again. I think the second pack foil one of this one I've gotten also in this box. So a little bit of duplication. That's how that goes sometimes. And here we go. Last chance for romance. I'm going to slide up just this set here. Have a little bit more room. And let's see what we get here at the end. So we're going to end with a Phyrexian Might. We got Jorkadine here in the money slot. Thrun. And then in the Phyrexian, we have Drivnod. Sweet. So nice. I got a mythic in the Phyrexian there with the Drivnod. That's a nice hit. Certainly better than nothing in that set. And there we go, or in that slot. Then we have Geth's Summons. The Masticore again, some more duplication, and the Blue Sun. So I didn't quite get all 5. I did get double blue. I was missing the Black Sun's Zenith on that one, Twilight on that one. So there we go. And we're going to end on the prologue to Phyrexia. So there you go. Overall, I'm pretty happy. Not the, the best one I've ever pulled, but not too far from it. This is a pretty excellent box. I haven't been seeing this one lately, so it's nice just to change things up. Lots of good playables in here. If you liked anything you saw, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one.